What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the Keep Your Career Mode. Today we're going to carry on with our Premier League adventure. Obviously if you haven't watched the last episode, go back and watch it. We played our first two games and we won one. We unfortunately did lose the first one, but yeah, it was a good start. And our third game of the season was away against Watford. Watford obviously team who beat Liverpool in real life. I know, Harris, before you write your comment, okay, it's fine. Um, but yeah, Watford again, another team like Brighton, probably lower mid-table team, probably more of a relegation team than Brighton. And we had the first chance of the game. Morris ran through and scored a wonderful goal. It's really unfortunate that he only has 1-star skill moves, because if they were like at least 3, he'd be such a good player. He'd be unstoppable. But yeah, that was a really nice goal, and he made it 1-0 after just 9 minutes. We took the lead, so we weren't going to lose 3-0. And yeah, 20 minutes later, I don't know why I did that. He got a red card. Ezzy, one of our best players, just got sent off, and I really have no idea what went through my head when I did that. I thought I was going to get the ball, and then he ended up nowhere near it. And then we had to play an hour with 10 men, so Watford had a shot straight away. Will Hughes, luckily though, hit the shot straight at the keeper. But just before half time we had another chance. De La Vega cut inside from the left again. Shot at the near post was pretty easy to save for the keeper, but yeah, from the corner, yeah, that wasn't a great header. But you know what? You can't score headers on this game. It's really rare. I've probably scored about 5, maybe a few more, but it's very rare. But anyway, from their goal kick, we got the ball again. Dilrosun, who's been really good since he signed, cut back and got fouled. So we had a penalty. Manning took it because he's the only player apart from Ezzy who has semi-decent penalties. I went bottom right, and he hit the post. Harris, I know you're gonna write a comment, or should have gone bottom left, but the keeper went that way, so he probably would have saved it anyway. So don't write it. But in the second half, Watford here had a chance straight away, and they scored. It was a good finish, and they. It was a really good finish, straight in the corner. Like, the shots in the Premier League are a lot better than the shots from the Championship. But 20 minutes later, De La Vega missed 2 chances from a similar position against Everton. He wasn't going to miss today, and I accidentally skipped the goal celebration. But that was the end of the game. It was a very low chance game. You know, you can see from the highlights there weren't a lot, and from this match facts, Watford were probably the better team, but they were playing with 10 men for an hour. Like, I think we did really well to win that game. And yeah, Watford, although they did have a lot of shots, they didn't create a lot of great chances, which is why they only scored 1. Roberts was pretty good though, I will give him that. But our next game was in the EFL Cup against Sunderland. Obviously, I wasn't going to play a full strength team for that because I don't care about the Carabao Cup right now. The focus is going to be on the Premier League this season, and yeah, just didn't care. We played a few days before. I don't want to tire the players out, so I used my second team, and we got knocked out. We drew 2-2, but they won on penalties, so that was unfortunate. Would have liked to go maybe a bit further, just because a lot of our backup players are quite young and they do need a bit of game time, but it is what it is. You know, we just didn't really care that much. The next game was against Wolves, a team who in real life are quite good, you know, a Europa League challenging club, and this was going to be a tough game. And we got an offer there for Kane. I did decide that he probably should get sold, because obviously we brought in Bogle and we have Collins, who is the young right back from the academy, who's really not that much worse than Kane. So there's really no need for Kane to be in the squad now. But before the sale happened, we had to play against Wolves. And Wolves have a very unique formation compared to most other teams in the Premier League anyway. They play a 5-2-3 or 3-4-3, depending on however you want to see it as. And yeah, you know, they have quite a few good players there. First shot of the game fell to us, 7 minutes in. Zambia had another free kick chance. It was a lot better than the one in the last episode because the keeper actually had to dive, and yeah, still wasn't amazing, but Wolves were attacking. Jimenez got the ball. Luckily the shot pretty much straight at Roberts, just had to parry it away for a corner, and from the corner Wolves tried to take it short, but their shot was pretty terrible, and yeah, that was the end of that. But 10 minutes later we had a chance with De La Vega running through one-on-one. He got fouled, we got a penalty, and Wolves got a red card. Ryan Bennett probably shouldn't have dived in there. De La Vega was slowing down, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go bottom left just for you, Harris. And the keeper went there. This is all your fault. So that's 2 out of 2 penalties missed this season, which is great. Hopefully we'll break the curse. But just before half time, well, not just before half time, like 15 minutes before half time, Morris had a chance. Good save from the keeper. But now, just before half time, Morris had another chance. I thought he took it slightly wide, but he clearly didn't. He just smashed it in at the near post. Keeper couldn't save it. We went 1-0 up, and yeah, it was a really good turn there, and he kept the ball, just smashed it in. Really nice goal from Johnny, and that was his second Premier League goal of the season, so that was nice to see. We were slightly better than Wolves in that first half. Obviously we had the same amount of shots, but they didn't have many on target, and in the second half we had a chance with Dilrosun, but the keeper managed to save it. Pretty good save, and from the corner as he put in, they cleared it, but we got it back. We gave the ball to them again, and here was Johnny trying to break for Wolves, but he got tackled because he spent too long trying to decide what to do. And Camavinga had the ball, he played it to Dilrosun, who played it through to Eze, and on his left foot he smashed it in to make it 2-0 to QPR. Obviously Eze in real life may not be at QPR next season because he's a really good player, and he probably should not be in the Championship. Like, he's at an age where he probably does need to move to a Premier League club. But that was a really good goal. Obviously, if QPR made me their manager, you know, I'd get him into the Premier League, clearly. So, just saying, if anyone QPR is watching, you should do that. But Wolves got a goal back, and it was Viktor Kovalenko, a player who was a decent talent, like, on career mode a few years ago. I don't know if he's as good now, but it's a good goal from them. He's run through our defence, and another game, another time where we lose the opportunity for clean sheet. But straight away from kick-off, we wanted the goal again. Bogle here running down the right, got past Johnny, and looking for options in the middle. Plays it into Morris, who kept the ball, took it around the defender and the keeper, but his shot hit the side netting. Probably should have tried to sneak into the near post, but, well, he did, but he failed. And right before the final whistle, Wolves had a chance to crossed it in. Luckily, headers don't work on this game, and the header just went over because he was in so much space, and that's where Manning's lack of pace could let us down, because he was miles away. And if headers did work in this game, we would have been level, and it would have been 2-2. And luckily, that was, well, really all that happened. But Morris did have a chance right at the end, but he somehow hit that wide. He probably should have done a bit better there, maybe should have scored, should have at least tested the keeper a bit more, but we won, so it was fine. Cherv tried to play it through, but Morris was blocked, and that was the end. 2-1 win, another 2-1 win. All our matches this season in the Premier League have ended 2-1. Was the first game was Everton with a 2-1 loss, and then the other 3 since then have been 2-1 wins. And we were definitely the better team there. Wolves really didn't create too much. They did have that big chance right at the end, but other than that, I think we controlled the game. And We had a few chances that we maybe should have taken, but we won, so I can't complain too much, especially since Wolves are a team I probably wouldn't have expected to beat at the start of the season. But we're doing really well. After 4 matches, we've got 9 points, which over 2 points a game on average. It's pretty sick, to be honest. And yeah, it's deadline day now. Obviously, we didn't really have any money to sell anyone, or to buy anyone, sorry. Kane came back, well, the assistant came back with the offer from Toulouse. I decided to try and get a little bit more money, and they accepted it. So clearly I'm a better negotiator than the assistant. And Wolves also came in for Barbe. Clearly they were impressed with him from the last match, but I decided not to sell him because he's still quite good. He's still 28, so he's not, while he's not young, he's not really that old. More one of our youth players going out on loan. Chelsea came in with a huge offer here for De La Vega, 42.9 million. We bought him for peanuts in season 1. I think it was under 4 mil, and look at him now. We could make 10 times the profit on him, which is pretty insane. But obviously we're not going to sell him. He's one of our best players. Last season he was insane. This season I'm sure he will continue to be insane. He's got a goal and an assist in his first 4 games, which isn't terrible. Hopefully he can do a bit better, but yeah, he's not going, especially not to Chelsea, not to a direct rival. Well, they're not direct, but a league rival. For the interested, these are the biggest transfers that happened. Bernardo Silva moved away from Manchester City. Haaland's at Atletico Madrid here as well, which is interesting. Obviously tearing up the Bundesliga in real life, but the save was started before he moved, so he didn't start at Dortmund here, but you know, he might still end up there one day. We've got our scout reports here. No one really amazing this time. Last month we did get a few good players, this time not so much. We did get a huge offer here from Egypt though to be their manager. I don't know if I want to do international management in this career, and I feel like it's just a bit long, so I probably won't take it, but I don't know. If you want me to take it, leave a comment and I might. One of our youth players here wanted to leave, Sean Murphy, a right mid, pretty quick player, quite high rated as well for a youth player from the academy. So I decided, yeah, you know what, we might as well promote him. If we don't play him, we can always sell him. He looks quite good. He's quick, so you never know, he might make some sub appearances in the second team. Probably not the first team, because we do have Leko on the bench, and Osei Samuel as well, and Janssen, obviously, who we bought in over the summer. But next episode we will have that huge game against Brentford. You can also see Liverpool and Manchester City are playing soon, so someone's under 100% record will go. But we end the episode in 6th place, which is insane. Brentford have actually started really well as well. They're in 11th, 5 points from 4 games. That's not bad. Hopefully it'll be 5 points from 5 games after we beat them at Griffin Park next episode.